Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Fallout 76 daily news video with me, Blackwell. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe for more content, and ring that notifications bell so you know when the content is live. Today we are starting off a community event known as Murmrgh's Mystery Pick. So the purveyor has a mystery pick at the moment and a bit of a sale, I do believe, as well. So we'll go mystery pick. Put your fate into Murmrgh's hands by choosing her mystery pick, which will grant you a completely random 3-star legendary item for less scripts than usual. Don't forget that you can always find the purveyor at the Rusty Pick near the Charleston Landfill workshop, which is right where we're at right now. We're going to go inside and just make sure that that is actually active, just to make sure that it's not delayed or not working for whatever reason. We've got some other bits and pieces to look at today as well. We've got the daily ops refresh, we've got the daily challenges, the Atom Store refresh as well, and a couple of other pieces such as the new Inside the Vault as well. So we're at the purveyor. Not many people buying legendaries anymore, let's be honest. All this script is probably going straight into your legendary modules, which are not on sale, but the pick is there for 60 if you do wish to try your luck at that. So that is active. That's active from the 26th of August to the 30th. Okay, so we've got a few days on that one. That'll be finishing up on Monday, I think. So that's pretty cool. Right. So that's the community weekend event out of the way. Let's take a look at the Atom Store. I do believe I've already picked up the free item, which is a lunchbox. So a little bit of free XP for everybody. So do collect that and don't forget to use it. You can use up to 4. You can stack them. If you do any more than 4, you won't get any extra benefits, so bear that in mind. The Fancy Bar set is 350 atoms. That's available for 1 day only. It's got some interesting items in there. Pick it at your leisure if you do want it. I'm probably not going to pick it up because I think it's a little bit bland, but, it could probably fill a nice environment that you've got, if you just need a bit of furnishings and stuff. So that might be quite cool for you. I normally need to see it in action in a really cool environment before I go, you know what, I could probably utilize that. So yeah, I'm quite slow on the draw when it comes to picking up stuff in the Atom Store. We got challenges as well. Let's take a look at those. So the dailies have reset. Buy an item from or sell an item to another player. I said it the first time and I got it right for the first time. Complete a daily ops, complete an event, gold star, 5 of these for the gold star, kill 3 death claws, level up, use a stim pack and nuclear winter 3 times, plant a crop in a workshop or a camp times 5. Okay, so we've covered this one already this week, buying an item from or selling an item to another player. Complete a daily ops, let's take a look. So the daily ops is Uplink in Valley Galleria against super mutants that can only be killed by melee with greatly enhanced perception. So quite a small venue, Valley Galleria, with the 2 uplinks and then the wave and then the final boss. Super mutants, okay. Perfect for a bloodied melee build or a melee build anyway. Don't forget your shredders if you're using your miniguns. And don't pick up the ammo until the very end if you're using your shredder on your minigun as well. That's my advice to you. Not too shabby, but, you'll probably be looking at maybe 5 minutes on that daily ops just because it's uplink. Okay. So complete an event, any event. You could power up a power station. You could go and do Project Beanstalk. Might be a good shout to do that, actually, because you could pick up your crops, your workshops at the same time. If you don't know what I mean by that, I'll explain it in a moment. You could do patrol duty. I mean, Manhunt at the Grafton Dam's nice and easy. Also is Fly Swatter in the Maya location as well. Any horde events, any settlement defense, free range if you want to get some legendary cores, Scorched Beast Queen event, Scorched Earth, that kind of thing. Anything at all, any event, any hexagon on the map like that. We'll sort you on that one. Yeah, so what I was saying about this one, plant a crop in a workshop or a camp. So for that, you obviously need the crops. Now, if you've already got crops at your camp, that's great, but you'll need fertilizer as well. So you could either convert spoiled meat into fertilizer, or you could go to maybe Billings Homestead where there's a fertilizer generator, or you could put a Brahmin down at your camp or whatnot, and go from there. Maybe I think the chickens do the same now as well, don't they? So you'll need to do that. Ideally, you want to put the crops down at a camp or at a workshop that they're going to be beneficial to. Otherwise, you know, just go to a workshop and just spam them down, whatever. If you're building a farm, then utilize that. But if you're not, then, you know, just throw them down at a workshop. That's what I would do. Kill 3 death claws. So there's a few locations for death claws now in the game. There wasn't always that way, but, you know, there's a couple of extra spots to go to. The obvious one is Deathclaw Island. Okay, so that'll be one. If that's not there, then there is Hopewell Cave. Deathclaw in there, so that's number 2. If that's not there, then there's Abandoned Waste Dump. There's 2 in there, so that's 4 Deathclaws so far that we've located. If you're still having trouble after those, you can go down to TMO2, Thunder Mountain Substation TMO2, so that's number 5. If you're still struggling after all that lot, you can just go, I'd say north of West Tech on the mountain range. There'll be a Deathclaw there as well. So that's 6 locations for Deathclaws. If you know any others, then let us know in the comments. But 6 Deathclaws should be fine. That will be that daily, twice over, to be fair. So there you go. Level up. Obviously, use the lunchbox. It'll help you level. Nice and easy there. If you're in Nuclear Winter, as always, you want to be using Farmer so you can find extra materials, extra stims and chems when you're looking in stash boxes. And then obviously use fall damage or radiation damage, or no, not radiation damage, but the fire damage from the firestorm to inflict damage on yourself, and then use a stim pack to repair that damage. And then the crops one, which you've just talked about here. If you don't know where to find crops, the best place to go is Silver Homestead, and then go to Billings Homestead to plant those crops. You'll get loads of corn at Silver Homestead, you'll get loads of razor grain at Billings Homestead. Very simple to do there. If that workshop's taken, then server hop until you've seen it's clear, and then you'll have no problems there. Right, that's the challenges out of the way. We did touch on the weeklies already this week. We'll continue to complete these throughout the week. We've got an Inside the Vault to talk about. So let's pull that up on screen and talk about it. So we've got Fallout 76 Inside the Vault, QuakeCon recap, and Nuclear Winter rewards. I've not read this yet, so I'm intrigued as to what they're actually going to be talking about here. Let's just make sure it fits on screen. I will be reading it through, so don't worry about that if you can't read it, as in if it's too small. Okay, in this week's edition of Inside the Vault, we've rounded up our 76 segments from QuakeCon at Home, which took place this past weekend. We're also sharing an in-depth look at our plans to roll out rewards for players who participate in Nuclear Winter before we sunset the mode in September. Finally, we've got details on Purveyor's Mystery Pick Weekend, which begins today. We've already discussed that, so we don't probably need to talk about that. In case you missed it, QuakeCon at Home, they went into great depths about Fallout Worlds, which we'll get in a couple of weeks. They didn't really specify anything after Fallout Worlds, so that's kind of a bit of a concern. But I guess they're holding their cards close to their chest based on the feedback they get from Fallout Worlds, you know, moving into the next couple of months. For me, I recently realized that if Nuclear Winter is no longer going to be in the game, and if progression in the Fallout custom worlds isn't going to affect your adventure mode characters, then surely in our own private worlds among our friends with our own settings and silly antics like infinite ammo and so on, surely we are able to mod the game beyond all recognition. That's my thought process there. Like, if you can't take anything over to adventure mode, can we utilize it as a creative mode and just go fucking nuts with it? And do roleplay stuff and do, like, just overhaul mods and all sorts like that. Is that something we could do? That's what I'm hoping for. If it's along those lines, then I'm going to get excited about it. If it's not, if it's the tame vanilla stuff that we've been testing in the PTS, then I simply don't want to know about it because it's not interesting me at all. So that's just where I stand with that, and I've made my point clear about it a few times, so I don't want to go over the board with that. Right. Our community came together over the weekend. They talked about Fallout Worlds, and that information's there. You know, it's on YouTube if you want to find it. I'm not going to recap it because it's, to me, it wasn't particularly exciting. So there you go. Next steps for Nuclear Winter. As we shared in our panel in QuakeCon, the Fallout Worlds update on September 8th is going to introduce public worlds and custom worlds in 76. We can't wait to get these two new modes into the community's hands because they're going to offer players all kinds of new ways to experience Appalachia. They keep saying this. They say it a lot. I want to know other things. So let's read on. Additionally, we're implementing our second expansion for Daily Ops, which will offer a challenging new weekend event, more locations, and new enemy group and new rewards. It's not going to be that big an expansion. It's really not. It offers new challenging weekend, which basically doubles up mutations. So it's the same content, but it's a bit tougher. It offers more locations, but we know those locations already because we've been there. They're existing locations, okay? A new enemy group, which we've encountered briefly, but not that in-depth. Spoiler alert, it's commies, not the Enclave. So it is commies and new rewards. Okay, so new things to grind out there for that. As we announced earlier this year, we're also going to be saying goodbye to Nuclear Winter when the Fallout World update arrives. All players will receive rewards for their efforts in Nuclear Winter mode. And we're making Nuclear Winter cosmetic items available in Adventure mode. Read on for a full breakdown of how and when these rewards will be available. So this is exciting. This is something we need to know about. So it says here, all players will receive rewards for their efforts in Nuclear Winter mode, right? Sadly, that looks like it's just in the form of a pennant. I don't know who's out there going, yes, another pennant. Like, nobody. Literally nobody. It's a feeble reward, really. Everyone who completed at least one Nuclear Winter match will receive a special Nuclear Winter themed pennant that they can build in their camps. These will be added to players' accounts within the week or two following the Fallout Worlds update. Yippee. On patch day, all players who participate in Nuclear Winter mode will receive perk coins based on their Nuclear Winter progress. You'll get 6 perk coins per Nuclear Winter perk card you earned, up to a maximum of 600, as well as 1 perk coin per Overseer ticket you earned, up to a maximum of 200. Previously, we had mentioned that players would receive 6 perk coins per Overseer rank, which was incorrect. Players will actually receive 6 perk coins per perk card they earned from Nuclear Winter play. Thank you, and apologies for any confusion. Just wait for it to happen and then reflect upon it. That's my suggestion. Don't try and figure it out. Just wait for the day that it comes along and then you go, oh, I've got this many. Okay. That's as far as I would think about this. Cosmetics. We plan to transition the majority of these items into the rewards pool for a number of in-game events so that players who did not manage to unlock them in Nuclear Winter still have a shot at claiming them. Here are the events that have a chance to grant you Nuclear Winter cosmetics on completion. Okay. A colossal problem. Encrypted. Project Paradise, Scorched Earth, and limited time events, Festive Scorched, and Treasure Hunter. While we wanted to make sure you still have opportunities to earn former Nuclear Winter rewards in Adventure, we also know that many of you players work really hard to unlock certain items just by ranking up. As a result, we felt that items such as statues and trophies should only remain available for the players who achieve them by playing Nuclear Winter. The following items will remain exclusive to your progression in Nuclear Winter, and players will no longer be able to earn them once this mode is offline. So these will become Legacy Camp items. The bronze, silver, and gold Nuclear Winter trophies and statues. Oh, the marble one as well. Nice. Finally, we received feedback from lots of players in the community who would like to freely explore Vault 51. Once the Fallout Worlds update arrives, we're going to crack open the vault door so that you can poke around as you please and learn more about what happened to the dwellers in Vault 51. If you have access to the PTS, you can go and check that out right now. I've already checked it out. It's pretty cool. There's a little bit of a story in there, and there's a little bit of a quest to get a couple of key cards together so you can access the end rooms. It's pretty interesting. Shutting down Nuclear Winter was an incredibly difficult decision for us as a team, and we'd like to extend a hearty thank you to everyone who participated in the mode, whether you joined for just one match or 1,000, and nobody in between. No, I'm obviously joking. We hope that the rewards mentioned above will aid you in your adventures, and we're looking forward to diving into Fallout Worlds with all of you next month. It's nice of them to say that, but, you know, they had to put the dead dog down, you know. They didn't support the game mode for 18 months. And what do you expect them to happen to do, you know? Like, that game mode was starving for 18 months, and then they decided, oh, it's such a difficult decision. The difficult decision was, well, that's the easy decision, wasn't it? The difficult part was to literally go, yeah, we're going to support it. And they never did. So they added the Gauss shotgun. It was overpowered. They didn't do anything to correct that. In my eyes, it didn't seem that way anyway. And they neglected it for 18 months, and now they say it's a, you know, a hearty, difficult decision. It's bollocks, really. It really is. Roll the dice with the purveyor. If you've got legendary script burning a hole in your pocket and you're feeling lucky, then it's time to visit the purveyor. I don't think anybody's doing this anymore because it's all about legendary modules and legendary cores. So get legendary modules from the purveyor, get legendary cores from public events, craft your own legendaries. It's a lot easier to get the RNG that you want. So that's what I would say on that one. Mystery Pick finishes on 30th. It's going to be a largely unpopulated event, I'll be honest. But there you go. That is the Inside the Vault. If you want to have a read and a peruse of that, the link's in the description below. Quick shout out about coffee. I get supported by people on coffee.com/BlackwellTV. We've got one member and we've got a bunch of people who've donated one-time gig kind of thing. So Princess Sparklebot, shout out to you. Thank you so much for your support. And everybody who's contributed to the one-time payment thing as well. I do appreciate that. It does help keep the lights on and keep the electricity flowing. So yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, I think we've covered everything. Don't forget the Nuke codes. They're up to date now. They're going to be in the description below as well. But there they are, right there. Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie. The numbers in brackets are how many times they've been checked. So they do work. They are verified. So daily challenges is done. Daily ops is done. Inside the Vault, Nuke codes, community weekend event. Check the Atomic store. My little black book is done for the day. And so am I. Peace and love to you and yours. Check you on the next one. See you soon.